What's up, Horror Horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And as you can tell by the title of this video, we gonna dive into a little movie that got released on Friday on a specific streaming service called Netflix. But without further ado, let's get into this review, guys. Let's do it. That is right, Horror Horde. We today are going to be reviewing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, before we get into the review, just know that your boy Horror Gamer's reviews have, that's right, spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen this movie, pause this, go watch it. It is on Netflix. It came exclusively to Netflix. Come back. Let me know what you think in the comment section, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, whether you love the movie, whether you hated it, whether you think I'm full of shit, you know, whatever. But anything beyond this point is on you. So, what does your boy Horror Gamer have to say about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022? I really enjoyed this movie. And no, I didn't enjoy it because of the story. No, I didn't enjoy it because I was looking for Shakespearean dialogue. No, I didn't enjoy it because it was millennial filled, a bunch of just ignorant ass kids. No, I enjoyed this movie because it was an hour and 23 minutes of Leatherface doing his thing. And that is killing people in the most brutal ways imaginable. The kills in this movie were second to none. I think a lot of the kills in this movie were just so fucking phenomenal. Alright, before we touch in on that, let me give you a little rundown what's going on. So, apparently this group of millennials buy this ghost town in Harlan, Texas, or whatever it's called, and they want to turn it into this, like, hippie land extravaganza bullshit, and they got a whole bunch of investors coming down to look at this land, or look at the town and invest in it. Well, while they're in this ghost town, there's still a couple people left, and there's this old orphanage, and this old lady runs this orphanage, and there's one kid left, Leatherface. Well, they basically forced this woman, because they're awful ass people, out of her home, and she ends up having a stroke and later a heart attack and dying on the way to the hospital. Well, Leatherface was with her while this happened, and this causes him to lose his shit, and he destroys everybody and everything in sight after that. I mean, there's a scene where after she passes, he's in the back of the ambulance with the cop, and the cop is like grabs his hand to stop trying to revive her. And he looks at the cop, and then he grabs the cop's fucking arm and breaks his fucking arm to where the bone's sticking out. And then, oh God, this is, he fucking takes the bone arm and stabs the cop in the fucking jugular with it. What the fuck? I mean, that was so fucking awesome. That kill was just like, damn, that's like complete domination of somebody. Where you break their arm and then you kill them with their fucking protruding bone. Like, that's pure domination. Like, that's like fuck your couch domination. Okay? And then how he acquires his new mask. He cuts the face off the old woman who like was a mother figure to him, and then puts it over his face. That's his mask. Okay? So he goes back into town. And he finds an old friend, wink, wink, chainsaw, and he just goes ballistic on everybody. The one dude, he hits him in the face with a fucking meat cleaver and, like, cuts his fucking face, like, almost completely off from the side. And the bus sequence. Oh, my God. Probably one of the most satisfying, just amazing 2.5 minutes of a movie you'll ever see. So these investors are those, oh, let me whip my phone out, you know what I'm saying? Let me cancel your ass, blah, blah, blah. So he's chasing the girl on the bus. And she runs in and she runs to the back of the bus. He gets on the bus and he walks through the curtain where they're having this party where they're drinking and everything. And everybody just stops and pulls out their phones and fucking puts their phones up and is like, and then the one dude's like, try something and get canceled, bro. Like, really? Really? You're gonna tell a man wearing somebody's face as a mask holding a chainsaw that if he does something, he's gonna get canceled? Like, that means anything to him? Well, after that statement, just amazingness ensues because he fucking slices and dices everybody on this bus. I'm talking about nobody is safe. And it was, oh God, it was so good. Now, with all the good though, I will say, there's a little bit of meh in it, okay? I'm not saying this movie was fucking perfect, okay? It seemed like they put a lot of emphasis on the final girl from the first one, hunting him down for like 50 years or something. And then when they finally come to a head, she really doesn't do much. I mean, she gets pretty fucked up pretty quick. I mean, they probably, if you were going to try to, you know, perceive her as a badass, I would have probably tried to have her last a little longer than what she did. I mean, she lasted until almost the end of the movie, but when it came to them fighting, she lasted about 30 seconds. I mean, she stabbed him twice. She shot him a couple times. But ultimately, she got fucked up, like, with the chainsaw. Like, while it wasn't a complete copy-paste job from, like, Halloween 2018, there were similarities in it. You can see that. Blatantly see it. Final girl from 100 years ago is now hunting the killer from, you know, her past that fucked up her life and caused her to, like, you know, be a recluse and caused her to, you know, live a different lifestyle than what she may have. But at least with 2018 Halloween, they didn't have Laurie Strode get fucking destroyed in 5 seconds of the movie. They actually made it look like a fight. Where in this movie, you put a little bit of emphasis on it. You could have kind of had to put up a bigger fight than what she did. The story was, here's my thing though. While the story was meh, I'm not going to sit here and say it was a bad movie because of that, because I see this movie getting a lot of hate on social media and all this other stuff about, oh, the story did make no... It's a movie about a dude who wears a person's face as a mask and kills people with a chainsaw. How much story do you absolutely need? Like, honestly, how much story do you need? You know, it's about a dude who wears people's faces as masks and kills people with chainsaws. It's not a Shakespearean play, okay? What does your boy Horror Gamer say? It's not Shakespeare. It is what it is. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in my opinion, delivered what it set out to do. It set out to make a gory, violent movie where you can turn your brain off and watch it and enjoy it for what it was, for the kills and for a bunch of millennials just getting blackout. You know what I'm saying? But don't go into this movie thinking you're going to watch fucking, you know, a Shakespearean play, because that's not what it is. And that's not what horror is. Like, everybody's so hell-bent on story. Like, you know, and I'm going to touch on this too. This is going to be another video for another time, but I'm just going to give you a little taste. This whole toxic fandom that we got going on for some reason now is literally driving me crazy. And I'm going to do a video on it, and we're going to release it here in the next couple days, but it seems like every movie that comes out, horror-wise, nobody likes. It's fucking stupid. The story didn't make sense. Blah, blah, blah. This, so convoluted. Blah, 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 blah. Like, what do you want? Like, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre didn't have a groundbreaking story. So what the fuck did you expect in 2022 direct sequel to have a groundbreaking story? Like, what do you want from a movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre? What kind of fucking story do you want from it? Like, I just don't understand. Like, it's going to get to the point where they're probably going to, like, I don't think it ever will, but what happens if no more horror gets made? Because people, all they do is bitch and they're never happy. Come on, guys. Stop with the toxic fandom. Watch it for what it is. Don't go into it expecting a fucking amazing story, because you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No. But what you will get is a big burly motherfucker chopping people the fuck up with a chainsaw and wearing somebody's face as a mask. That's what you're going to get. You know, that's what you got in 1970. That's what you got in 2003 with the remake. That's what you got a couple years later with Texas Chainsaw The Beginning. That's what you got with all the sequels up leading up to this one. Big burly motherfucker with a chainsaw chasing people down, slicing and dicing. That's it. That's the story. Okay? You're not going to get, you know, fucking an Avengers, you know what I'm saying? An Avengers storyline, because that's not what it is. That's not what horror is. You know, so just stop complaining and enjoy it for what it is. That's my public service announcement for the day. Stop bitching, watch the movie, enjoy it for what it is. The kills. That's what it was made for. Okay? But with all that out of the way, what would your boy Horror Gamer give Texas Chainsaw? I'm going to go 8.5 because, well, the story wasn't that great. Ugh. And, you know, like I said with the lady, like, I think if they were trying to make her a badass, they should have kept her a little longer than what they did, but it didn't really ruin shit for me. But the kills, fan-fucking-tastic. Just, it was a bloodbath. It's what I was expecting from a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. He did his thing for a allotted amount of time. He killed a lot of people. The ending shocked the shit out of me when you think everything's all happy-go-lucky and the two main characters are about to escape. Whoosh-hi. I'm not going to give you the ending. You got to watch it. But that part was like, I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? It was one of those holy shit moments. But yeah, like I said, all in all, 8.5. It was a good movie. Was it perfect? No, not at all. But it was fun. It delivered on what it was supposed to deliver. Okay. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. But like I said, to each his own. Some people may not have. I just, like I said, what bothers me is how toxic people can get with, you know, us horror fans liking a movie. Like, it's just ridiculous that, you know, people could be so mean to other people for liking a movie. So, I don't know. But anyways, all right, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that ding-a-ling-ding-ding button. That way, every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these reviews, you're in the know. Also, when you're done doing that, head on over to the official Horror Gamer Patreon and see what kind of cool stuff we got going on out there. You know, we get together, you know, on the weekends, we watch horror movies together. We have screening parties. We just chill, hang out, talk. Sorry, I still have a little. But, you know, we hang out and have a good time, you know. It's what's hard. It's what we like to do. And then, when all that's said and done with, head on over to the Z Network and see what kind of cool stuff we did out there. A bunch of us creators got together and just created something special for everybody, you know what I mean? It has a little mixture of everything in the pot, from comedy to pub stories to horror. Go check it out. It's a good time. And then, when all that's said and done with, and you're done doing all that, head on over to wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and check out your homeboy Horror Gamer and your homegirl Gabby Gore in Horror Haven LLC, where each week we get together, we pull a topic, we talk about it, and we just have a good time, and we just bring everybody in on it, and it's a fun time. It's a blast, you know. And then I didn't forget about y'all. All the links to everything is going to be right down in the description box below. That way you can just go boom, bam, click, boom, you know, and you're there. So, all right, horror. With all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Definitely go check out that Texas Chainsaw. Don't listen to what people are saying online. It's actually quite a good movie. So, all right. With all that being said, this is your boy H0rr0rgam3r saying until next time, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And until next time, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.